everybody. Patrick Vogelpohl, Dean of Students again here at St. Patrick St. Vincent High School, Vallejo, California, here with one of the top performing artists to come out of our school in recent years. He is a young man who did a ton of great theater work while he was here on campus. He also is a graduate of the Holy Spirit School in Fairfield. And right now he is his third year. Are you in your third year, Nick?
I'm in my third year now.
Third year student at UCLA's highly competitive School for Theater, Film, and Television. It is Nick Rodriguez. Hello, Mr. Rodriguez.
What's good, Dean Vogelpohl?
Everything's good. Everything's good. We're here today. Listen to this. Last year, UCLA's own newspaper, the Daily Bruin, reported that your school, Theater, Film, and Television, only has a 4% acceptance rate. Anybody that's seen you perform knows you're a great performer. But other than being just a great performer, how do you get from our school, SPSV, and our performances here to UCLA, arguably one of the greatest theater, film, and television training programs in the world?
It kind of started my junior year. I visited UCLA and I realized I really wanted to go there. I kind of had to look at myself in the mirror and realize, okay, you want this. How are you going to get there? And what are you going to do? I turned it up. I turned it way up. I had a 4.3 my junior year. I took APs. I took the SAT, and I took the SAT 3 times, and I did okay. I didn't have nearly what I needed on the SAT to stick with the big boys and the rankings of UCLA. You have to have a 1300, and I was struggling to reach that 1300. So I knew that I needed to have a really, really good essay. And I was in Mr. Rogers' AP Lit class my senior year, and Mr. Rogers really helped me out a lot. He was tough on me. He made sure I was producing my best work, and he was kind enough to help me edit and go over my essays. There's 4 essays, and he went over every single one of them. I remember I walked in there on the 27th, and the applications are due on the 30th, and he was like, "They're done." And I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Really?" And he's like, "Yeah, they're good." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." And I went home and I uploaded them and I turned it in, and then my stress was just relieved because then I was done. I finished my college applications right then, and then it was just on to auditioning. And I remember auditioning in January for UCLA on January 24th. And oh man, it was the night after the Benicia SPSV basketball game. And I went to the game, and I remember I had to leave because I had to wake up early the next morning to get to Berkeley. Everything that led up to that was because you had to really want it. I had to make myself look different on my application. And I remember going to my orientation and looking around at people being like, "Man, I am so lucky to be here right now because I'm running with the big boys, and this is what I wanted, but I got here on different terms. I didn't have that huge GPA. I didn't have that perfect SAT score, ACT score, and I firmly believe I really got in there because of my essays, because of my audition, and because of my application that set me aside from other people. So my mom was a big promoter of doing Christian service in high school. So the more you volunteer, the better it's going to look on your college application. And then St. Pat's allowed me to do stuff outside of school. So yes, I did all the things that every high schooler wants to do. I played varsity sports. I was on student council. I went to all the dances. I did all the really fun stuff that you do in high school. But then I also had the opportunity because of St. Pat's to pursue what I really wanted to do. My junior and senior year, I was doing productions in Fairfield and in Walnut Creek. And my senior year, I actually got to do a professional production. I did back-to-back professional productions, and SPSV gave me the opportunity to they gave me my work for a week and a half, and I was able to do all my stuff and turn it in. And it wasn't I dropped out. I just wasn't there because I had to be at my shows. And that was my job. And the school recognized that, and they were like, "Okay, we're going to give you this opportunity because we know this is what you do." And I was like, "This is awesome. This is great." To get where I am now, I had to make myself, I had to evolve, man. I had to fully evolve. I look back at myself when I was 15, and I'm like, "Ooh, who was that kid?"
Well, is that you had to evolve, or that you had to grow up a little?
Oh, I definitely had to grow up. I'm still growing up. Everybody's growing up.
Everybody is.
Yeah. I had to see what I wanted and how I was going to get there. And I didn't take the traditional route, but I'm here now, and now I'm looking towards the next step.